Hey guys, today we are back with a new type of video for you. This is a roundup of all of the most popular animations for the month. So if you want to get inspired for your next design or just check out what's on trend these days, you should definitely keep on watching. These are some of the most incredible designs, and if you would like to check any of them out, they're all listed down below for you with the links. As you're watching, definitely comment down below what your favorite design is. We really would love to hear from you. And also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found any of the designs cool, and subscribe so that you don't miss another video. I hope that you will find this really helpful in designing for your next project. Here we have a redesign for Winamp, which is a music player application, and it feels super sleek, really trendy with the unique font and the moving parts in the background. They use a gradient here paired with a dark background for a really bold and dark color palette. Up next, here we have these cool floating screens for a crypto trading website. There aren't any animations on the scroll, but there are some moving parts just right here on the top screen that are captivating and illustrate exactly how this app can be used in real life. Just a quick note, guys, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to subscribe because we've got a lot of cool content coming out soon. Next up is this awesome icon microanimation where a phone zooms around and turns into a laptop, a watch, a tablet, and lastly a desktop computer. It's simple and just perfect. And as a side note, I'm seeing so much of this black background with the red to blue kind of purple gradient this week. It's super trending. Here is a really nice banking app that feels really modern with a ton of white space and giving you just what you need to see on your banking in a really aesthetic way. The UX is straightforward and I'm digging the coral color. It's not really something that I would associate with a bank, but I think it's quite trendy and pretty young. I really love the attention to detail in this tablet design. The presentation is really immersive because they put the same color in the background as in the app's background gradient. So there's that cohesive flow there. It almost looks transparent on the very beginning. There's also a theme of the design that works with the company name Circle. So we get rounded edges and circular shapes throughout. Overall, it's very cohesive. This is a futuristic and minimalist email app that uses AI to predict the user's words and actions using smart technology. This is intended to save the user a ton of time and mimic your voice to make life easier and more convenient. The design is also super crisp, easy to follow, and it's definitely an app that I would love to use. Up next, I absolutely love this 3D loading animation. It features these stacked teardrop-shaped colorful cards that open and close in a way that kind of reminds me of a camera lens, and it's a really creative way to add a personal touch to a loading animation, and in this case, in a portfolio website. This logo animation is so good. The logo itself does kind of remind you of a human body combined with the letter B from the brand name, and the motion is super organic. It's got those rounded edges and it's really mesmerizing. Definitely everything you want in a logo animation. I think this is a super interesting and unique design for a website landing page. It is a surrealist, immersive experience dedicated to a person's creative mental flow state. I love that they are using these kind of trendy elements like the gradient and the color purple, which I'm seeing a lot these days, but all in a really different way that doesn't feel super trendy, and it gives it more an immersive and another worldly experience. Another really creative and different immersive design, this time for a furniture and studio website. Again, they're using some trendier elements like that gradient in a way that's completely unique and reinvented. This is particularly relevant to the branding of a company that does something like interior design, and those unique elements like the asymmetrical grid for their product view really lets those items shine on their own, and it gives them an edgier and cutting edge look, still seeming really relevant and modern with the integration of the gradient, which is, as I said earlier, a little bit more trendy. So definitely a really interesting web design. I also wanted to include a really practical design, so here is a really great dashboard with animations. The dashboard is a one-stop shop for the user to check their expenses, income, sales, profits, leads, and growth over time. And the simple animations, like the way everything just pans in and settles, really helps to elevate the design. This is a really colorful investment platform that allows for users to explore and buy modern art. The company is aiming to attract a younger market, which is done with these bold color blocks and layered animation balloon effect in the background, as well as straightforward language that really gets to the point and speaks to that younger audience. I think that this app is really fresh and modern for an app in healthcare. The animations are crisp and have a stacking cards effect. It easily allows the users to make an appointment with their doctor, and everything is clearly laid out for easy use. I love this totally immersive landing page animation with a good cause. They found a brilliant and entertaining way of presenting data with these lively and detailed animations to spread the message in a really visually engaging way. There's so much work that went into this design with all the micro animations and many moving parts, and that's why it's really one of my top picks for this week. Here's another super amazing animated landing page for this week. What stands out with this one right away is that most of the animations are actually quite slow at the beginning, which is not what we often see these days, and it also gives that really smooth, super relaxed feeling and contrasts it to the really fast pace that comes out in the end. That's a really interesting contrast. The colors are minimal but really bold with a black background and a highlight purple color. Overall, it feels like a really sleek and modern financial app. This is another immersive app, this time for a meditation tracker. The animations are a great way of walking a potential client through the app, and it's organized using cards that kind of gamify different meditation sessions to make it easier and more fun for the user to give it a try, and makes it really easy to track as well. Next up here is a cool animation for a virtual assistant, like a Siri type AI. The animation is made of a series of green lines that moves in a spherical motion, and the sharp lines starting to get gradually more squiggly and random as they turn into an orange color. This plays into both the structured feel of the AI as well as the organic human quality that is trying to be conveyed. Another one of my favorites this week, this interaction on hover has a really fun and energetic feel. It's conveyed throughout with this really cool and strong font, these fun animations on the text, and the yellow, peach, and blue highlight colors that make this website feel like it's designed for a hip, younger audience without really feeling too tacky or childish. It's very well done and has a very cohesive feel throughout. Here's a completely different representation of an AI, this time branded as a more natural feel, and we can see such a big difference with the previous one. There's no color here, just shades of black, white, and gray, so the designer relies heavily on these amazing 3D and eumorphic textures for visual interest throughout the background. This allows for the website to feel truly clean and sleek. This landing page is simple and well organized. It's for a financial service and has a solid brand identity and website that lends itself towards brand communication. We also see a little bit of social proof here at the end, which is super important in establishing the website as legitimate and trustworthy, especially for a company that deals with finances. I just love this logo mark. It's definitely one of my favorites this week because it is so simple yet really effective. We get the M letter, which stands for the first letter of the brand, and then this cool vertical up and down motion, which represents the market moving up and down. Simple and perfect. Okay, guys, this is an amazing and completely immersive website for a conservation company, the Blue Marine Foundation, and it brings you through an educational underwater experience which has a wow factor on every single screen. The amount of attention to detail here is just crazy, and my favorite part is when the planet Earth zooms out and the bubbles zoom in. It's a super cool visual moment, really powerful, and definitely makes me want to stick around and click through the rest of this website. That's it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below what your favorite design was. We would love to hear from you. Make sure to click that notification button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We post every single Monday. That's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.